Navaratri, while we are discussing about various aspects of business and individuals, here is somebody who I'm little afraid of, and somebody in conventional India, people are not very comfortable going out to. But at some point in time, people go out only when they are in trouble. But somebody who always advises that if you are going to her in the right times, you are not going to create trouble for your family. It's an absolute privilege for me to have my friend Advocate Madhuri Gaikwad joining us today. Madhuri, thank you so much for taking out time and joining us today.
Thank you, Charudat, for
So,
inviting me.
I'd like to start by understanding what has been your personal journey. So, how did you choose law and how where the law is taking you?
Charudat, frankly speaking, I fell into law accidentally. I got married at the age of 19. Of course, this is arranged marriage. It's 30, 35 years back. And I was first class graduate from Pune University. I was doing my third year BCom when I got married, came to Mumbai. I was looking for a job, but unfortunately I could not get. So my husband asked me whether you want to do further studies. I said I don't mind doing so. He asked me to get enrolled in law college. I used to work part time somewhere and go to college, night college at Jitendra Chavan Law College, Parla. That is Mitiba is part of the college. So while I was doing first year, I was working part time with Larsen and Toubro. Second year, Larsen and Toubro as a typist. Then in third year, I joined senior with whom I continued for almost 14, 15 years. And after that, I left him. I started my own. Left him means not till today I have left him in that sense. Junior always remains junior. And he is my, his name is Advocate Kishore Tembe from Chembur. He has completed 50 years of his practice this year. And I have completed my 30 years of practice. So it was an accidentally somebody in our neighbor who was tenant. He was advocate. So my husband got inspired by him and asked me whether you want to be. I did not have any option. I said okay. But then I realized it was not my that cup of tea. But now I have fell into that. Then I have to swim. So
Awesome. But you are not only swimming, you are basically just you are ranking it out. You are basically somebody who has been there at the it's a very good pedestal, right? So from somebody who became an accidental lawyer to somebody who is so passionate about it and promoting the things in a big way, that's a quite a transformation, right?
yes,
So how did this
absolutely.
happen?
My actually this all happened because of my senior Kishore Tembe, who was literally how we hold up child's finger to teach them to walk. He literally taught me each and everything in detail, passionately, without getting irritated, without getting disturbed. But today also, yesterday I was there with him discussing certain things. Matter was there. So we were together for 2 hours discussing different types of matters, how it should go, how it should not. Still, he is passionate about reading that one section. I would have seen him reading thousands of times, but he will again read it with that passion only. So basically, he is my inspiration to be, and I would rather say I am here today. Of course, everybody has contributed in my journey, everybody, but major contribution is of my senior.
Amazing. So you picked up and any of the cases that you would like to say, I believe the 30 years would have been some very interesting cases, right? So something that you would like to share with us.
There are few cases, but when I joined him in the third year itself, before Sanad, he handed over me one matter of probate. Probate means getting will authenticated from the court. So from there till today, I have almost done 1,500 something like that probate succession. So means there are famous people also, governor's wife, then Big Bull, then there are people who cannot afford the fees also. But there are few cases, of course, which will remain in my memory, wherein out of way I have gone, try to do the justice to whoever is alive. See, the difficulty, Charulata, comes when someone goes away without writing. There are pros and cons of both. Pros and cons. Uh, means there are fights and disputes. I remember one case wherein mother did suicide actually. She was working in LIC. She left behind 2 months old daughter. 2 month old daughter, Charulata, and her husband was working in HDFC. And he came to me 4-5 times. I actually, being professional, I don't have to have an emotions for that, but I don't know why. He started bargaining. I told him, see, this is not a vegetable market to bargain. If you want to get your wife's, she has kept property actually. She was an officer working in LIC. So for PF and all those things, you have to bear these expenses. But the communication or conversations which he had with me, I was a bit shocked. And I was worried about that 2 month old girl actually. So he said he got married again, but he said, yeah, I have got married for convenience of mine, to look after my child. This, that. I said, okay. But then when the question came, see, Charulata, when there is a minor, court also sees that that minor share is preserved in the court. Court invests it, that share, and after that minor becomes major, it is handed over to minor. It is not given to other parent or anybody. So he wanted everything to be done by LIC. So I said okay. So that share was directly her share, half share. She was getting half share. If she would have written a will, ki baba, my whole estate or property will go to my daughter, then she would alone would have been beneficiary. What hurted me was, he was asking to get the amount of that FD for the education of that child. She was just 2 months old. Education of child for further education, bit by bit amount. I did not told him, Charadatta, but what I did, that we have to take judge's order. What I did, I requested judge, this amount should be handed over to the girl when she becomes mature. He asked me why it is not so that she cannot get the money. I said, Baba, judge passed the order. What can I do? She will get amount only after she becomes 18 years old. She will not get that amount in between. At least she can get it when she becomes major. Na? She will have further education to be done. See, recently from Pune, one inquiry was there. Father died. He was working in Mahindra Tech, and within 10 days, mother also died. Relatives from both the sides were not talking in talking term because they did love marriage. Two children are there. Boy is of 21 years old and girl is of 14 years old. So now to survive, now everybody is coming out to them, but the girl who is minor, for her guardian is required. Boy is only 21 years old. You can imagine, Charudatta, the relatives who were not in talking terms with their parents, now they want to be a guardian. What will happen to that amount? So I suggested advocate over there, boy is too young to be a guardian. Let court itself be a guardian to that girl. So how court itself becomes guardian is that uh, officer of the court is appointed to be guardian of them. That amount will be invested and kept by the court till she becomes major. So better Write it down. See, we don't know when will our time will come. You can change it in umpteen times, but put your heart into that. Write it down. Rather, I tell my clients, Charudutta, you enjoy your property in your lifetime. Don't accumulate it for generations. Whatever remains after you, let them enjoy. You have slogged for day and night, whether it is for generations to survive, we make them capable by giving them education to earn and survive on their own. Is it necessary to keep it for generations?
That's a really $1 million question here, Madhuri, because what I'm sensing right now, help me understand if this thing is correct. And thank you for bringing this point upfront because I wanted to some point in time hit this thing really hard, and you have just pinpointed it at the right moment here. Is that a lot of this generation currently started when the means were very limited, right? Typical middle class, lower middle class people who started with very minimum part, we got a lot of opportunities for us to make some good amount, right? And all of a sudden, because we have made that amount for ourselves, all of a sudden, people get a feeling that it's important for me to set it to that it works for my next generations, right? Without really understanding that all you need to do is that enabling the next generation and then let them take over, right? They they don't really need your money to. There are so many cases I believe you would have also seen wherein there is properties here there, right? And the next generation is not even interested in coming and looking at them.
Absolutely. See, then the utilization of making a will, that person who is making a will can write, can have a trust either in his lifetime or after his lifetime, charitable trust, or it can be utilized, that amount or property can be utilized for the benefit of the mass. Benefit of the mass. So, see, one person, I remember I have got the probate. He made executor his company's chairman. He was at very higher post. So he donated whatever it was in crores of rupees. He donated it to schools, church, means scholarships to be given to the students who need. That amount was utilized in that way. He was living alone. Then see, this misuse also happens if the will is not there. I remember one case wherein that widow is Hindu. Unfortunately, she did not have child. She had a very tough time with her in-laws. In-laws means brother-in-laws who do not want to partition the property, give her share. She has to fight a lot. Means fortunately, within 4 years, it was done with the help of somebody. But then I suggested, see, if you don't prepare a will, after you, this will go to your husband's side. Literally, it will go to your brother-in-laws only with whom you have fought. If you don't make a will. See, in the will, so basically, I start any conversation of mine about the will. Will is wish actually.
True.
Wish. What is the wish of that person? In Marathi also, I don't use Mrityu Patra. I use the word Ichha Patra.
Beautiful.
See, it is a person's wish as how the utilization of his property. It is very hard earned money of him. He has
Agree.
spent his whole lifetime in that. So how that utilization has to be there, and it should be respected
Agree.
or enjoy it and finish it. See, because of that, some few wills I will keep the names anonymous. They have built hospitals, then old age homes, many more properties which benefited the mass who needed it.
True.
Who needed it. See, that is the, I will not say actually in that way because they want to keep their name alive for generations to come. No, it's not like that. But for their peace of mind or peace of soul, they have done that.
True.
It's not always ki we have to give to our children, grandchildren, this, that. But few people make it so complicated now. यार छोड़ना, let it be. Yeah, we'll see. It should be simple, easy. Don't make it complicated.
True. Now I want to come to this point here, Madhuri. What is the right time for somebody to start getting into this conversation of having a will
Right now,
for
right now.
everyone?
No, there is no age bar. See, COVID has shown us many more things which we did not wanted to see or we did not expected also. Youngsters who are 20, 25 are dying because of heart attacks or something like that. People don't like to hear these words actually, death, but it is going to come. It's going to come.
True.
See, it becomes very difficult if there is a special child or special person in the family. Special person means mentally disabled. Mentally means not always mentally retardation is there, cerebral palsy is there. The many different types of diseases comes which make them the child or the person, and we just can't put end to their life, no. So how that care can be taken after that person? There are parents. What about them? There are children. So many questions are there. See, our law in India is very complicated. In few religion, everybody gets. In few, only few gets. So better it's in writing. That I would rather suggest. So anytime, few come and ask me, मेरे पास तो कुछ नहीं है. मैंने बोला सेविंग अकाउंट है ना, लिख देना, क्या फर्क पड़ता है.
True.
Or write it like that only. This is my wish.
Agree. Very important point, right? So probably the whole unpredictability around life is something that we need to factor and we need to accept. Currently, even I lost a very good colleague yesterday, and he was on the flight, and all of a sudden he had a cardiac arrest, and nothing could be done. So it's very, very unpredictable, right? Things, the way things can happen right now. So in that particular kind of a world wherein we are really talking about things going in a very different part right now, it makes a lot of sense for people to start getting in this part. So help me understand now, or even the people who are listening to this conversation, where can you start? What are the steps for you to get into a will?
I would rather say right now, there is, the person has to be only major to write the will.
Okay,
And you can change anytime the will. But if you are registering the will, then if you are changing it, either put a codicil. Codicil is like how we write, take supplementary for
yes,
exams. Codicil is like that. Or you can have a fresh will, but if you register once, you have to register every time.
okay,
Registration is not mandatory.
okay,
Doctor certificate is also not mandatory. But if you go for registration, doctor certificate is mandatory.
okay,
And you can write on in your own mother tongue.
okay,
I have seen Gujarati, Marathi, Punjabi wills written, handwritten wills. They are called holograph will.
okay.
Handwritten. I have seen Modi Lipi also.
So
But
language is not the barrier. It's just basic about writing down. So probably
yes, but the
one
more
place,
important thing is that You have to write over there that this is your last will and testament, and if any made earlier should be treated as cancer.
Okay.
That is the first thing. Second thing, that you make it very clear who are your legal heirs. If spouse is there, you got married. If children are there, your parents. If you want to mention each and every property, it's okay. If you don't want, whatever movable and immovable I am having, let the person who is beneficiary search for that properties. Then whatever has been mentioned here, if it is mentioned specifically, and whatever can come in future, take care of that also.
Yeah.
See, person doesn't die immediately after making will. It
True.
is a myth. I have experienced this, Charulata, when I was doing LIC policies also. I used to get very scared to go to people. They would say, "Arey, tu kya hamari marne ki raah dekh rahe? Arey, why will I do by taking policy whether anybody dies? By writing will whether we are calling young?" And most important thing is that your signature, date, and two witnesses has to be there. So simple.
Okay. So basically, with some basic, simple guidance, people can go and use a standard format and do everything on this particular part on their own.
Yes. I guide people on that. I take awareness lectures on this, Charudatta. In old age home, I go. In community programs, I go. Wherever is required, I do this awareness program in study circles of chartered accountants, company secretaries also. Ki while drafting, please take care of this, so that at least the person what he has wished in that will, it gets fulfilled.
True.
Otherwise, if lacuna is left, then the disputes follow. For
Agree.
years and years, it means gets rotten up in the court, and the person who is actual beneficiary dies, and the third generation takes benefit of it. So, what's the use?
So it's better to be careful upfront and keep the basic things in that particular document itself so that then it's a smooth transition.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And just now, recently, I have one matter wherein husband has died. He has left shares and bonds and all those things, leaving behind widow, two sons. Son is working in UK. Another son is mentally disabled. His widow is 84 years old. So I have to get guardianship, guardian appointed for that. Now the point is that the other son is working in UK. He is overseas citizen of India. So I suggested him, Baba, you take that. I will seek order from the High Court. You being appointed as guardian, because mother cannot handle him now, 84 years old mom.
True.
And that mental disabled person becomes a bit aggressive.
True. It happens with age. Yes.
So that needs to be done. Now, so with that, I suggested please request your mom to do the will in such a way that she takes care of her other son also, and you are also not in trouble afterwards. After persuading for her for 2 months, she made the will. So here, will is playing very important role.
Yes.
Another matter, mother has left property in the name of that special disabled son, half portion. Another son who is 72 years at this age is struggling to get guardian for being appointed as guardian for his another that brother, because he is answerable to the court also what has been done. And he being at this age, it was not being able to take advantage also of that property, because being disabled, he was owning that he has to be getting what guardian appointed, and then he will put it in his name, then he will sell it, then he has to put that amount somewhere wherein he can utilize. His monthly expenses are 35 to 40,000. And then another brother who is 72 years old, he is retired from college. He was college professor. This is the thing.
Hmm. Very hard-hitting conversation here, Madhuri. I would like to thank you for this very candid comments and things part. I would also like you to now share with me some good examples of how Will has ensured that things happen very smoothly in families.
Yeah, there are few examples also, um, wherein nothing has been given to one child, but they readily act to take the probate or another sibling, give it to them. They readily accept it was their wish, they have earned it is up to them, and they have given me this much. So they readily consent it, they give it. And there are few children who has been given equally, still they fight. Still they fight.
True.
Yesterday in court itself, judge was asking, why are you fighting? You are getting everyone is getting equal. 25 years they are fighting. So basically now, whoever is getting or whoever is getting less or whoever is getting more, they should have an acceptance in their mind. It is not your property. You are getting it easily without doing anything. So accept it as prasad and have it.
Madhur, is it really that simple? I have like what you are saying is absolutely right. Makes sense, right? That whatever that you are getting in as an inheritance, as a part of that particular will, is something that you have not earned, right? It is something your parents have earned, and they are whatever that they are passing on to you is fine, right? It's something coming to you. But lot of times I have seen people working as if this is their right.
Not lot of time, 100%. I would say there are only 0.01% who accept it. Yes, I'm okay with this. But they fight, being their birthright, that yes, what he has done for me, where you are today, you would have not be that since your childhood, if you would have not or she would have not been there in your life. I'm talking about parents, but still they are expecting. So I think that basically now parents from start, they should be very clear with their children. Yes, I have this, but I will enjoy it fully. If it remains, you will get it.
Good one.
It has to be very clear. We have to make them accept.
Agree. And make them stand on their own. Nothing wrong in that, right?
See, I have myself two daughters. My daughters too ask me, then Baba, I have made the will. Till today, where you are today, I have tried to do in whatever way I can. But henceforth, you have to fly on your own. And whatever is there, let me enjoy. Let me live my life. I have taken care. If it remains, what has to be done? So don't worry and please don't bother me.
Agree.
Don't tell, don't write before them, don't do anything. Otherwise, your life will be hell. Charudada, I have unfortunately seen this many times. And there are famous cases going around as people washing their dirty linen in the public. They are throwing away their parents out of their house. We have seen this.
That's true.
So better take care, prepare well, and live happily.
Awesome. It's a very hard-hitting conversation, but a very truthful one. Thank you so much, Madhuri, for this. Is very, very candid conversation. I am not sure if we are going to get on a very good note for this particular part, but this is something very realistic, and that's what is something very special about Madhuri, that she is very transparent, she is very open, and she puts the fact in front of you in a way wherein it's for you to decide as to what is the right way. So
Thank you so much.
please pick up on her advice. It's important for you to ensure that you do live the right thing which you can do, but only after you are enjoying it. It's not something that it's not your responsibility to build your family legacy all the point in time. Ensure that your kids get the right set of education for them to be on their own and grow, and you live your life and give them the platform to excel. Whatever that they need in that particular process, you're always going to be there. But it's important for you to have it in the right way and just get it documented, so that then you are ensuring that there is no X factor going at some point in time to tarnish your sibling relationships or relationship between your kids. Some simple steps, but can go a long way. Thank you so much, Madhuri, for this candid conversation. I am sure it would impact many people who are going to listen to this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Charudada. I would rather end this conversation. I recollect the movie name. Ye Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. So live your life fully, enjoy, and be in peace by writing away. Thank you so much.